Now, this is one of the hardest angles to draw a portrait from. Now, I'm not going to show you like a step-by-step process on how you can get the proportions. Instead, I'll give you some tips on how you can draw a portrait in this angle. I'll show you how you can draw something that looks convincing, even if it's not a complete copy of the pose. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. So if you are ready, let's get started. Now, the first thing that I usually take into consideration when I draw a head like this is to think about the boxy shape. Now, if you simplify this head into a simple form, you end up with something that looks like this. Okay, you end up with a box that will look like this. Now, if you can simplify any complex shape into its primary form, it's going to be a lot easier to better understand, the 3D objects in its perspective. Now, in this case here, if you can rotate this box in any direction, it will save you a lot of time. Now, there are three ways you can simplify the head into a simple 3D form. The first one is by drawing a boxy shape. The second one is drawing an oval, and the third one is to draw a cylindrical shape. You can use this cylinder to draw the neck because the neck is more like a cylinder. Now, this is one of the best ways you can draw the head in perspective. Now, as you can see, the brow line is going to be here, and the center line of the face is going to be here. Now here, as you can see, the thirds of the face are going to be much different compared to normal angles. They're going to become bigger and bigger as they get closer to us, and that is what we call foreshortening. Now we are going to fit the head into this big 3D object. Even when you draw the nose, you have to think about its primary shape, which is a box. Now, when you draw the mouth, you have to think about overlap. Okay, the top lip, for example, the bottom lip, for example, is gonna overlap the top lip. Now, as you can see, we have broken down this measure shape into much smaller shapes. We are adding more and more details. One of the best ways you can draw anything is to think about the overall shape first and then break down the primary shapes into secondary shapes and then into tertiary shapes, which are the details at the end. Think about the planes of the forehead, for example, okay? The plane of the eye socket, which is this, the cheekbone area, which is this. Think about these planes. Once you divide the side plane from the front plane, just like here, once you divide that, it's going to be a lot easier to locate those shapes and to draw them accordingly. And sometimes when I draw faces, I think about the mask, like the Iron Man mask, and you can see clearly that those planes actually fall into anatomical features, and that is an interesting way of understanding the structure of the head. I'm going to use this last example, and I'm going to show you the same process, but this time using a combination of a sphere and a box at the same time. Now, the reason why I'm using a sphere is because the head looks more like a sphere than a box. So we're going to draw the sphere, all right? The next thing you're going to think about is the cross line. Because the head is looking up, the cross line is going to be like this, okay? And the front plane and the side plane of the oval. Now the bottom of the nose is going to be here, and the bottom of the chin. Now if we draw this in a box, it's gonna look like this. We're gonna have the top plane, okay, or the front plane, and the side plane, and also the bottom plane, just like this. Now we can also add a cylinder to represent the neck, just like this. Now use each shape according to what you see. This approach really, and this allows you to draw the head in perspective. Now, even when you draw the nose, think about the boxy shape as I already mentioned. Okay, the nose is also a 3D object. It can be represented just by drawing, the planar shapes, or just by, constructing 3D objects to make it look like the nose. Learning how to draw boxes, learning how to draw cylinders in perspective is going to really help you improve your portrait drawing skills or your drawing skills in general. So I highly recommend you practice this. Draw boxes from any angle, in any angle, and try to rotate that, and that will help you improve your drawing skills. All right, so guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate. If you want to support me, you can watch my exclusive videos on Patreon. There is a link in the description. Thank you so much guys for watching. I really appreciate. See you in the next video. Bye.